They added more for the low income. Also, a shocking report that was just released. And a new ruling on SSI Monthly Benefits. I have all the details and everything you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. But really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video, as I am your one and only daily advocate, and I'm doing all the research each and every day, boiling it all down into these short videos so that you can stay updated every single day with all of these moving parts as they are hitting the wire each and every day. It's a busy time out there, and I want to make sure that you're staying updated as well as taking advantage of any money, benefits, programs, and anything else we can possibly get our hands on right now. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any updates going forward, and let's get right into the update. All right, so first off, one quick side note here. I just want to throw out this really quickly because I did see a lot of really nice comments on that last video from just a few hours ago. If you didn't happen to see that one, I would say go back and check that one out. But in that video, we are talking about an article and, of course, some new information that has come out recently about a pretty big raise to Social Security beneficiaries, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and even VA beneficiaries. Now, this information is, of course, out of some articles that we shared with you in that video, as well as what the Senior Citizens League is also anticipating. And we all know the Senior Citizens League, they are a very big, influential, and powerful advocacy group for fixed income beneficiaries. So we'll have to see what happens here as we work our way through the rest of the year. But anyway, a lot of really good comments on that video. And again, I like to bring you those articles every so often just so you can see what I'm coming across, where I'm finding the information, and so you can hear the words out of somebody else, as in the authors of the articles. Anyway, thanks again for the nice messages. If you didn't see that video, feel free to go back and check out that one. A lot of really good stuff out there right now. And realistically, it's only a matter of time until we get some more good news here. And again, more announcements for fixed income beneficiaries. But with that being said, let's jump into this and talk about the updates that I have for you right in this video. All right, so first off, let me start out by talking about this shocking report that was recently released. Now, hopefully this does not pertain to anybody here. You'll understand why in just a second when I tell you what the report is. And again, we want to watch everything closely because everything in this country, the economy, inflation, fixed income beneficiaries, essentially everything is highly correlated. Therefore, you gotta watch all the moving parts, right? It's like an engine. All the gears work together synergistically. If one gear strips out, well then you have kind of a big problem with the whole engine, right? Well, it's essentially the exact same thing when it comes to all of this that's going on right here with these reports. Anyway, I want to talk about foreclosures for just a second. We just got a new report on foreclosures for last month. Here's what it says. The report came in and showed foreclosures are up 181% last month from the previous year. So year over year, they're up 181%. So last month alone, 33,300 homes went into foreclosure last month alone. That is massive. Now, let me give you this on a monthly perspective. Last month alone was up 29% over the previous month in foreclosure filings. That's not a good situation. Basically, what this is telling us is that people simply don't have the money right now and unfortunately are falling into foreclosure because they can't make those mortgage payments. So people are apparently taking the money and spending it on things like probably food and other things like that, and unfortunately not being able to make those mortgage payments. So it's a sad situation. I mean, seriously, this is such a sad thing to see. But foreclosures are going up very, very high right now. And like I said, 181% over the same time period just last year alone. So that's a big, big deal. We've got to watch this stuff very closely because remember what happened way back in, say, 2008 or whatever, when the market and the whole basically economy came crashing down. It was all predicated on the real estate market and massive foreclosures across the entire country. Yeah. So we got to watch that very closely, right? I really hope that does not pertain to anybody here in this community. But again, kind of a sad situation out there. We never ever want this to happen to anybody, just like evictions
with rentals and stuff like that. We don't want anybody to lose their home, whether it's an eviction or a foreclosure. It simply doesn't matter. We don't ever want anybody to fall into that position, right? So anyway, I wanted to share that with you and let you know what is actually going on right now with some of these reports that are out there as of right now. All right, so let's quickly talk about what they have now added more of. So the administration has come out and they have now added another $384 million into the old basically pot for us to take advantage of as low income. Here's what it comes down to. They have added an additional $384 million into the LIHEAP, otherwise known as Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. If you haven't taken advantage of that yet, I would please highly advise you look it up in your area and please take advantage of this. It is a program out there right now that has record funding, $4.5 billion in there available, and they just dumped another nearly $400 million into it once again. So we're pushing $5 billion at this point right here, right now, that can go out to help the low income and the fixed income pay for your utility bills, your electrical bills, your heating, your cooling, things like this. I do know that some of you right here in this community take advantage of it because I've seen your comments and I've had private conversations with some of you talking about it. And it helps a ton. Seriously, I've seen what you guys have laid out in some of the videos and some of the comments and emails that I've gone back and forth with, and a lot of really good stuff out there. So please check it out. You can simply just go online and type in your area, maybe your state and your city, or simply just your state. Let's just say, for example, you're in Florida. Simply go on the internet, go into a search engine, and just type in Florida, LIHEAP, and you should be able to find some phone numbers, things like that for the Florida program. And again, you can call and apply if your income is low or if you are somebody receiving any of the following benefits: Medicaid, SNAP, SSI, public housing, TANF, WIC. Any of these things, you're pretty much already in, okay? But again, that is not... it's not actually just for those people. It's for a lot of low-income people, but essentially if you're getting any of those benefits I just listed, you're pretty much grandfathered in to get some of these benefits. So please take advantage of the program. They have record funding right now. You got to grab your share of the pie. Anyway, just want to lay that out there for you. This announcement just came out from the administration. Nearly $400 million more out there for us to grab. So please take your share of that pie out there. All right, let's talk about SSI for just a second. So this is actually pretty interesting. A ruling out of the Supreme Court has ruled that those individuals in Puerto Rico cannot take advantage of SSI. Here's what's interesting about it. So Puerto Rico is not a state, obviously. We know that that is not one of the 50 states, but it is a United States territory. Therefore, anybody that lives in Puerto Rico, by definition, is a United States citizen. Well, a Supreme Court ruling just said that the 436,000 people in Puerto Rico that would be eligible for SSI are not eligible because of this ruling. So nearly 500,000 people are not eligible to get SSI, again, supplemental security income, in the amount of $841 or a maximum of that amount in Puerto Rico simply because of this ruling. So kind of a sad situation. Once again, we know that this program is out there for those people who are seniors, 65 or older, or those individuals who are younger than 65 and have disabilities. That's what this program is for. And of course, this is for those people who have maybe limited income and limited resources. That's why they have this program, to help those people out. Again, I know that there's a lot of you right here in this community that are on SSI, that receive SSI. And I know that I've had conversations with some of you that say, SSI is my only income. If I didn't get my benefit, I don't know what I would do. It's my only income. If my benefit is delayed, if there's anything that happened to my benefit, I honestly have no clue what I would even do. Well, that's kind of the situation here that we're talking about as well. For all these, I keep saying millions. It's not millions. I apologize. It's 436,000 according to this report. People in Puerto Rico are basically saying the same thing. I'm disabled. I'm a senior. I have very limited income. I have very limited resources. I was relying on these benefits. I was looking forward to these benefits. And now what? This ruling says I can't get them, right? So just like that, seriously, the ruling out of one government entity, essentially, or agency, basically has the ability to cut benefits off. kind of sad, right? So again, just want to let you know what's going on out there. It's a very busy time right now. Things are really weird with things going on right now. But either way, I'm watching everything closely. And like I said, we've got to watch everything closely because everything is so incredibly highly correlated. Like the foreclosure information I just gave you. I know that a lot of you in this community, it may not pertain to you. But the fact is, we've got to watch this because we remember back in 2007, 2008, when the market and the economy and the real estate market and everything basically just collapsed onto itself. It was all basically predicated on the real estate market, right? Remember that? Well, does anybody see an eerie similarity to basically what we were seeing about 12, 14 years ago or so? Yeah, right? Just saying. We just got to watch this stuff very closely, which, by the way, the market was down today. The most it ever, or sorry, not the most ever, but the most it has been down so far this year. The Dow was down about 900 points. So about 2.5% to 2.75% across the board between the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P, all of this, the Russell 2000. So again, market's kind of rolling over a little bit too. So anyway, I like to keep you updated with everything going on because ultimately, it's our lifestyle. It's our livelihoods. It is our money. It's our benefits. It is everything that pertains to us, and ultimately, it will impact us in some way, shape, or form. So, again, hope this video helps you out. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be, to be your one and only daily advocate, as well as to keep you updated with everything going on out there as I'm doing all this research every single day and boiling it down into these short videos to help you out in any way that I can. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other nearly 2,400 videos right here on the channel. Please enjoy, and I'll catch you again later in the next video. Thanks again.